Hello, hello. Liz Hansen here from Chicago Boudoir. And I am very excited to tell you about a book that I have written called A Year of Body Confidence. So, as most of you probably know, I am a boudoir photographer. And boudoir is a fancy French word that means a woman's bedroom. But what I do at the boudoir studio is create an opportunity for women to come to the studio and feel confident and empowered and create beautiful, sensual photos of themselves. So, as I have done this for 8 years, what I have seen over and over again is that many women struggle with body confidence. And that's not your fault, right? Like, we live in a society that teaches women to believe that we have to fit a narrow beauty standard in order to be loved, in order to be acceptable. And I just don't believe that. I believe that every woman deserves to feel confident in the skin they're in. And as I've worked as a boudoir photographer, of course I want to create beautiful photos, and of course I want people to have a beautiful album to go home with. But I want them to have so much more from the experience. I want women to come home from a boudoir photo shoot feeling great about themselves and loving their bodies. So I decided to write a book as part of this mission, okay? So I want to talk to you about it today. It's called A Year of Body Confidence, 365 Days of Positive Affirmations and Empowering Actions for Women. So this isn't a book that you're just going to sit down and read all in one sitting. It's not a novel, and it's not my life story. This is a book for you to use to pull out every day to feel more confident in your body. Let me explain how it works. So, every day you'll open it up and there is day 1 through 365. Okay, so day 1 here, day 2, right, all the way through to day 337, 338, all the way to the end of the year, right? So every day of the year, you can open up this book and have a different little boost for you to feel confident and empowered in your own body. There's 2 parts to it. So first there is on the one, so every day has an affirmation and a way to put it into practice. So affirmations are something you can say every day. You can read it out loud. You can write it down to help you change your mindset, to help you feel and think more positive thoughts. So, for example, here we have on day 70, the affirmation of the day is, I move in harmony with my body's own rhythms, right? So that's something you can say out loud. You can feel it and believe it. You can write it in your journal. And some of these affirmations, they might be hard for you to believe at first, right? So what about this one? Day 181, I breathe in hope and I breathe out despair. Maybe that's a hard one for you right now. Maybe you're feeling a lot of despair, not a lot of hope. But what you can do is say that affirmation. It's aspirational. It helps you start to get there, to start to believe it, right? And then there's going to be this little put into practice to help you actually do something. So, for example, this one, day 182, the put into practice says, toss a balled up sock in the air and catch it with the same hand 5 times in a row. Then switch hands. Repeat the affirmation while you play catch with yourself, right? So it's just a little activity that you can do to really put the affirmation into action. And I've put a lot of thought and work into this book to make each day something meaningful, right? I am thankful for all of the tools that help my body heal. By documenting my growth, I build trust in myself, right? So each day is a way to feel self-love, to feel confident about your body, and to get to that place where you feel empowered every day. I believe the world needs more empowered women. We need more women who are in a place where they love themselves, they love their bodies, they know their worth. They know their value and they don't settle for anything less than what they deserve. And I hope that this book will help you get there. I would love to know what you think. I would love to hear your feedback. I would love to hear about your own body love journey. I do talk about my body love journey in the beginning of the book. Let me show you some of the initial pages. So when you first open up the book, there's those early author pages, right? And then I do share a little bit about my body confidence journey. So I don't know if it's similar to you, but I believe I have a similar journey to a lot of you, where when I was young, I believed there was something wrong with my body. I thought every piece of my body needed to be fixed or changed in order to become more acceptable to society. I thought I needed to be thinner or shorter or smaller. I thought I needed different hair and different skin. I thought every part of me was unacceptable. I had really internalized a lot of the messages that I'd heard from the media and from people in my life, that I had to fit this very, very narrow beauty standard or else I wasn't a good person. So I talk about that and how I worked to overcome that, right? Tell a couple of stories about that. And then I have a section here about how to use this book. Okay, and that's just kind of what I just explained about how there's affirmations and actions. So there's instructions of how you can use this book to really put into action and really implement the affirmations here. And it talks about how to use affirmations and the powers of affirmations. I did not know about affirmations until a few years ago. I mean, maybe I kind of heard of them, but I didn't really understand how they could change my life. And so what I have learned is that affirmations are a small, powerful way to change your thoughts. Because when you change your thoughts, your actions change. And when your actions change, your life changes. So it seems like a really simple thing, but just saying affirmations will retrain your brain to really think differently and show up differently in your life. And that's what I've provided for you here, are these affirmations that you can use every day to show up and be that powerful, amazing woman that I know you already are. Day 101, I am already loved exactly as I am. That's powerful, right? Day 102, I am not behind. I'm right where I need to be. These are the kinds of affirmations that if you use them, they will help you change that mindset into something positive, right? Day 103, kindness always, especially with myself. Imagine if you could really think and believe these thoughts every day. How would you show up? What choice would you make? What would you not settle for, right? What changes would you make in your life? I am part of Earth's great family of living beings. I count moments, not wrinkles. Okay, so every day of the year in this book, A Year of Body Confidence, I would love to know what you think. I'd love to hear if you'd like actually to receive a free preview download. So you can download the first 60 pages of this for free. I'll leave the link in the comments because I want every woman to be confident. Our world needs confident, empowered women, and I want you to be part of this movement. So thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. Let me know what you think, and I'll drop those links in the comments. Thanks, guys.